Say you in the now. I know a lot of guys that went to prison and didn't make it back home. Still out of trouble.
To be forgotten. Come on. Get ready, Mississippi.
Peace. Assalamu alaikum. Hotep. Grand Rising. Praise God. What's up? What's happening? Or whatever it is that you ascribe to. How y'all doing today? About to drop a story before I go in here and get to the money. I came kind of early. Just so I can record a video. I got like 10 videos in the vault that I haven't dropped yet. But this came to my mind, so I said let me go on and record this one. So yeah, I was a 17, 18-year-old writ writer. And for those who don't know what a writ writer is, it's basically a jailhouse lawyer or a prison lawyer. I used to get guys back in court. Now, whether they went back to court and won that case, you know, that was on them. My only goal, my only focus was to get you back in court. And so how I started written writing for myself. So in every case, I don't care. In the state, I'm not talking about the feds. I never been to the feds, so I don't know. But I know in every case, it's a loophole. I don't care if you pleaded guilty. You can find that loophole and you can get it back in court. But it takes a lot of dedication and study. And I keep telling y'all, that's all I did was read. So I was taking my case back to court, and I was able to show this to the other inmates to let them know, like, this is, I can make this happen. Even though I got denied. But I done did some writ writing for a couple guys, and they went back. They actually had to set them a court date and went back to court on my hard work and my research that I did for them, finding loopholes in their cases. And, it's a lot of, you got to go to the library and find other similar cases to this particular case you trying to fight, or this particular case you trying to get back in court. And you can use that as you're writing it up. You can use older cases to help this case, if you can pick up what I'm putting down. But now you have to word it right. In court, they speak a certain kind of lingo. They speak a certain kind of language. That's why it takes a lot of dedication and a lot of research, because you have to be able to speak that lingo in order for them to approve, in order for them to even read it. Because the process is, you send it to court, it might take a few weeks, might take a few months, and they're going to read it, and they're going to respond whether or not the judge would consider looking at the case. And once the judge look at the case, he'll consider whether he'll bring you back to court or not, and, plead your case. So, like I said, I did this for a lot of guys. And I was 17, 18 years old. I was so different, and I was so ahead of my time. I keep saying, like, God just blessed me with a whole lot of gifts and a whole lot of talents. And the main thing is my brain. Like, the way my brain operates is so abnormal. And again, I'm 17, 18 years old, way ahead of my time. Super intelligent, wasn't nothing like them young cats, even some of them old cats in prison. I just stood out. And I guess that's what make people gravitate towards me, But you know, my light done kind of dim now. My light done kind of dimmed down now that I'm older. I'm 45 years old, and you know, when you got a light, when you illuminate any place you walk in, and you not responsible for it, you not walking in it, you running from it. Like I did a lot of running from my light. I don't know why. Only thing I can think of is I didn't want the limelight. Like I you know, when I came home, I was rapping and whatnot, you know what I mean? I did what I had to do to get my buzz up. But at the end of the day, I really didn't even like going to the clubs. Like I didn't want the reputation. I don't know why, but I don't know. I can't explain it. But I always knew that, you know, I was different. You know, for the lack of a better term, I was special. And I'm not patting myself on the back. This is just the truth. But like I said, I'm 45 years old now, so my light is dimming down. I probably dimmed it myself because I wasn't walking in it. I could be further along than what I am now had I walked in my light, if you could pick up what I'm putting down. So yeah, I did my thing with the writ writing. That was my hustle. That was one of my hustles. I made some money helping guys getting back to court. Now, like I said, once they get back in court, you know it's on them to win their case or not. And I can remember one guy, I got him back in court, and but he went back to court. The judge accepted his case, and he went back to court, but they still ended up finding him guilty. But now, once you get in the appeal system, you can appeal it again. You can appeal it higher to the Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court would decide your presiding judge if the Supreme Court can tell your judge, like, yeah, y'all did this, y'all need to let him back in court. So but I don't know, did he take it further? Because I think he ended up going to another prison or something. I really can't remember, but yeah, that was one of my hustles, man. I'm talking about I was young and I was super intelligent. Like the young guy used to look at me like, you know, street guys and thugs and gangsters, they look at a person like me like, you know, I'm lame, I'm green, but they don't know I got the best of both worlds. I'm street smart and I'm book smart. Like, and I ain't boasting and bragging, but you know, you ain't on my level, bro. And that's just, you know, that's just facts. But now that writ writing stuff could also cause, it could also cause some problems for you. I know this one cat. This when I went back to Parchman, after me and the female correctional officer, after we got caught but didn't get caught but got caught, and they sent my ass back to Parchman. And he was, you know, doing some paperwork, some writ writing for this one guy. This one guy had a life sentence, and you know, the guy paid him, and you know, the dude was guaranteeing him that he can get him back in court. You know what I mean? So he did the paperwork, and it took a couple months for the paperwork to come back, and you know, they denied him. And so in dude mind, like, I paid you because you said you can get me back, but that's really not how it go. You paying him just to do the paperwork for you. You know what I mean? Now, if he gets you back in court, then he can charge you a whole nother fee. You know what I mean? Because, you know, he on the winning side or whatnot. But dude with the life sentence, he ain't take it like that. So writ writer, you know, he trying to plead his case, and life sentence telling him like, nah, bro, you need to pay me back, or it's gonna be consequences and repercussions. And the writ writer, he like, bro, you paid me to do the paperwork. You know, I'm sorry you misunderstood that, you know what I mean? It wasn't a guarantee that you would win, you know what I mean? He like, bro, I ain't trying to hit that. You need to give me my money back, or you know what I mean? It's finna go down up in here. Dude got a life sentence, you know what I mean? I guess he had hope at the time, but at the same time, some of them guys with them life sentence, they know they ain't going home. You know what I mean? I'm talking about life without parole. They know they ain't going home, so they willing to do anything. They'll go sit in the hole 3, 4, 5 years for poking you, putting that iron up in you, and even unaliving you. You know what I mean? So dude, like, bro, I ain't trying to hit it. You need to come on with my money. And bro, like, man, I ain't got no money, bro. I ain't got no money, bro. I ain't got no money. And we in 29, but we ain't on the whole side. Like I tell y'all, when I went back to 29, it's you know, it's just different. You got the work side of the administration business, and then you got the solitary confinement side where all the gangbangers and the STGs and all that, when they got it just caged off. It looked like a fucking concrete jungle over there, you know what I mean? Like, it just, 29 just had a dark cloud over it. But on the side of the wall we on, it's the kitchen workers, the processing workers, and the guys who go into the field to pick whatever food that they picking. And so in 29, you got sales, and then you got upstairs, and you got down, you got a up tier, you got a tier. I think it was like, no, it wasn't but two. You got downstairs and you got upstairs, and the writ writer lived upstairs. So life sentence, he went downstairs to his cell, and he came out with that. He had a big old butcher, we're just gonna call it tool. He had a big old butcher tool. That's the lingo in prison in Mississippi, is the tools. So he went and got his tool, and he went to charging upstairs to writ writer room. And writ writer, you know, he ran in his room and closed his door, but you can't lock the door. The guards gotta lock the door. I don't know, some of them doors were just so old. Some of them were just, you know, they didn't work like that. You had to work it from the tower, and just so happened his room was one of those rooms where it didn't work like that. And shoot, life sentence ran up in his room, man, he poked him up. He ain't kill him. Luckily, he ain't kill him, but he poked him up real bad. All you heard him was, I keep on telling you, give me my money while you were hitting him. I'm telling you, give me my money. And you can hear, oh, man, I'm sorry, man. Please don't kill me, bro. Please don't kill me. And so, you know, this wasn't no gang. It wasn't no gang activity going on. And, you know, you had people in there just trying to, you know, do their time and go home. And then you had the guys in there with life sentence, you know, they working in the kitchen. And, you know, they just want to work and, you know, just do their time as peaceful as they could. So some of the guys that had a life sentence, that was cool with life sentence, you know, they ran up there and was pleading with him like, bro, don't kill him. Don't kill him, man. Don't kill him. And then he eventually came to his senses. You know, once you get in a zone, bro, you just black out, and it just take a minute for you to shake back. But he eventually came to his senses. But I mean, it really wouldn't make no difference if he kills him or not. I mean, he already got. I mean, if he unalived him or not, dang, I gotta stop saying it. He already got life without parole. But you know, he eased up off of him, and he went and stood downstairs and waited for the I forgot what you called him. It's a certain name they used to call him. In some prison, in other states, I know they call them the CERT team. I forgot I gotta make some calls and get that name so I can do a story about these guys. But they come in and they either had black arm fatigue, the black fatigues or the gray fatigue. They come in like they soldiers, and when they come to regulate. But, you know, he said, and they already knew him, you know what I mean? He been in prison for a long time, in and out the hole. So he sat and waited on him, and they just, you know, cooked him up, took him out. The infirmary came and got him. They had the about 6 people had to pick Rick right up and, you know, carry him downstairs on the little stretcher thing. But I found out later, you know, he ended up surviving. But, you know, dude didn't have no life sentence. He had been locked up for a while, but he had I think he had like 6, 7 more years to go. But I found out he ended up, he stayed in the infirmary. Matter of fact, they sent him to Rankin County, where I went, you know, Rankin County for, you know, sick people and whatnot. So they sent him down there. And yeah, I mean, if you in prison and you a writ writer, you better be careful how you do your business, 'cause it could turn left for you. But yeah, I was a young writ writer, man, real intelligent. I was real intelligent, still intelligent, you know. And sometimes I don't even think about how bright I am. Like sometimes, you know, I don't even think about it. It takes other people to tell me, like, bro, like you got something, like you got a gift. And people are always telling me, you got Khalil, you know, he one of my supporters here on YouTube. He tell me I'm like a preacher, you know what I mean? But I ain't no preacher, bro. You know, I just be myself, man. But yeah, I was doing that written writing thing. I'm talking about your boy got skills, mad skills. I thank God every day. Like it really ain't too much, you know, I can't do. I'm telling you, like I'm done it all for sure. And if I haven't done it and I want to do it, it will get done. Until the next story, peace.